Well, welcome everyone to an off-season chat with a championship head coach, James Cosgrove, the NABC Division III Coach of the Year. And James, you guys won the national championship, the first ever for Trinity. For those that aren't paying attention, Trinity has a great history of winning titles in squash, not in men's basketball, but been a power in squash. And now you guys have taken the mantle with that win over NYU to win the championship. You've had some time to sort of marinate in it. What's the offseason been like so far?
Well, since you mentioned squash, I got to give a shout out to one of my guys and my mentor, Paul Alciante, who's was the catalyst for all those squash titles. A great guy, great coach. So yeah, it's been a great off season. Been a little busy, more busy doing things outside of basketball. We were fortunate to go to Fenway. We threw out the first pitch at Fenway, and equally as nice was we went to the Yard Goats game here in Hartford, and throughout the first pitch there, and been to the met the governor, and been to the state house, and with the senators and all the state reps, and so we've kind of had a little bit of a whirlwind tour with that kind of stuff, which we're not used to, which was kind of nice and great for our guys and great experience for our program and our players for sure.
You know, the climb to the top. Um, when you look back at what it took to get to the top, how difficult was it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were a little bit fortunate this year that we kind of caught fire at the right time of the year. Right now we had won our last 15 games, and I think we were 3-3 at one point. We had won 11 in a row, then kind of stumbled a little bit, lost a couple home games, and was 3-3 in the middle of the season. And we didn't lose since. So kind of just, I think, with our guys and their mentality of persevering, and keep grinding and keep working, kind of paid off. And just the experience of going to the Final Four the previous year was very, very helpful for us also.
Look, things ebb and flow, but it just also feels like, with you guys, with Wesley, and with NYU, the best teams were, for the most part, and I know Wash U had a great year, obviously, but we're in the Northeast. How much did that help you guys, in terms of the level of competition of everything, get to this point, to get to in the position to win the championship with so many high-level teams within your region?
Yeah, and I think it's been this way for a long time, Andy. I think our conference, and I always say that our conference is one of the best in the country, if not the best. And NYU's in the UAA, which is probably one of the top conferences also. So this area of basketball, and we night in and night out. I don't care if we're playing a conference game or non-conference game. It's tough competition in the Northeast, and for us to play the Babsons, to play different schools like that, St. Joe's. I think we were battle tested because of our schedule and because of so many great teams in the Northeast, like you said.
All right, so the world is changing. Obviously, we still, as we're talking, so much is happening at the Division One level. What is changing, and how has your job changed, especially in the off season at the Division Three level?
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, the portal is unbelievable, and it definitely affected us. A couple of our guys went in the portal, and had some interest for different situations, but decided to withdraw and are coming back. So we're very fortunate that we have the core of our group coming back next year, which we're very happy about. But yeah, the landscape has totally changed, and especially Division One and Division Two. But even at the Division Three level, we're seeing it, and some of it is a positive on our level where some of the great real good high school players are not as being highly as recruited as they had in the past, because some of the D1s, the D2s are really fixated on the portal kids, and getting kids that are older and with more experience that I think we're able to tap in to get some really good players that maybe 5, 10 years ago we wouldn't have been able to get because they would be recruited a little bit higher, but now a lot of the D1s, D2s are looking more in the portal. So it's kind of hurt us a little bit, but it's also helped us in areas too, which is nice.
And I've talked to a lot of coaches that are also at the D1 level that are looking international because everyone wants the experienced guy now because every team is older and all that. Where has international recruiting landed for you and those your peers at the D3 level?
Yeah, we've had some great success in the past with some international kids. We haven't had a lot of kids on the roster lately that are international, and I think at the D3 level it's a little bit different because we don't have scholarships. So with the international kids, that's kind of a big caveat where they can come over here and go to school for free and get a scholarship and still work on their games and get better and maybe go play professionally. Back in their home countries. So it's a little bit different for us, and with not having the caveat of the scholarship. So we've done a real good job of kind of honing in on kids from the U.S. and getting and having our niche of certain areas in the U.S. that has really helped us.
So a lot of your peers, at Division One, I know there's really almost like no downtime. What's the off season? How has the off season changed for you?
Yeah, at our level two, Andy, it's really the same way. We really don't have the downtime. We're already getting into 26 recruits and whatnot. But we just finished 25. We just got a Division One transfer coming in, so we're excited about that. And then honestly, like with the portal, every day you need to be in tune with your players, with your guys, what they're thinking, what's going on with them, and so yeah, it's really changed. Where honestly, we got a little bit of downtime, I would say, this week because graduation happened Sunday, and then starting next week, beginning of June, we'll be ramping up again for the recruiting for the summer. But just the constant interaction with our guys, and you're always recruiting your own players now because at any time a guy could go in the portal, and people with the AAU and guys that talk to your players, hey, you could go D1, you could go do this and go do that. So yeah, it's definitely become a 24/7 365 job now, for I think for all levels.
And lastly, James, when you look back on this past season, this championship run, what was the most rewarding?
I just think the perseverance. We had lost a couple really good players the year before. We had gone to the Final Four the previous year, and I kept saying to myself, I think we're going to be good this year, but I think next year we could be really good. And for our guys to really hone in this season and really take shape as far as coming every day and having that mindset that they wanted to be champions, I think was the most rewarding thing because it was the kids really buying in and really working and saying, hey, yeah. We had a taste of it last year. We want to get back there and really go further. So I think for our guys to really be bought in and to really have the mindset that we're going to compete, compete our tails off to get this thing done was really rewarding, and they ended up doing it for sure.
Well, congratulations again on the national championship, Division Three, Trinity with the win over NYU. Tremendous effort, National Coach of the Year for the NABC Division Three. Again, congratulations, and try to enjoy the little bit of the summer.
There you go. Thanks, Andy. It's always great to talk to you. Appreciate it.